Come off being on blue box. Sound check, sound check, sound check. Can you hear me? Awesome. Change any setting. We're good to go. Okay, just waiting now for guests to come on. Start myself now. It is, Alex. One of those nights, man. Hey, I'm not as well prepared for this discussion as I should be. I left it to Anna and Mike. Mike, if you're in there, Greyhawk Mike, it's not giving me an invite button. There's no invite for you. I'm trying to, hopefully it does it, but right now it's not.
Crossing the void, beyond the wall of worlds, and along the arc of time, dwell those not of our place or age. It is too easy to say that there is dark and there is light.
Mike?
It is too easy to say that there are two sides to every coin. The reality is far worse. For law flirts with tyranny. Chaos invites freedom. Evil consumes all it knows. Good accepts suffering. And those in the middle, they are worse, for they know nothing but self. The Codex Infernum and the Codex Exalted. Two source books that bring in-depth knowledge about beings of all dispositions, from the farthest reaches of the heavens to the darkest depths of wretchedness.
It's always a good thing.
Both of these titles come with new, full-color art, new creatures, new powers.
It's always weird going back to work after a 3-day
information.
Yeah, man, it's
lore,
like you get
backgrounds,
I get that
names,
weird agita feeling, like because of school starting. You know, because I got as a kid,
these
all
incredible
the time. I still get it
tomes
as an
are
adult.
filled with demons and angels.
Oh my
devils,
God, I gotta go back.
and celestials. Unleash.
What's up, Coma? You know, Anna was still, last time I checked, she's still live on the other channel, so that's fine.
Hope everyone was informed and entertained.
Yeah, I can throw out some little tidbits that I rarely do. So, yep, it was fun. Build up 51 coming in. Thanks, Coma.
Hey, thanks, Tom.
There, we'll hop live so we catch that raid. I'll come on live so we catch the raid real quick here. So, hi. Hello. Good to see everyone. Hope you're doing okay. Let me go here, recent events here. Hit that. Thank you so very much, John. There, that should hit it up there.
Yep.
Good to see you all. Thank you. Long time no see. I didn't even have time to change a shirt. So there you go. So I'm still wearing, that was fun, Anna. It was a real fun
that was
discussion
great.
there.
Yep.
So really good to see you all. So tonight is a best of Greyhawk discussion. So hang tight. The giveaway's already started. It's going to be some classic D&D reprints. Already put in exclamation point drawing, just because I had so much I had to do right after, hopping between streams here. Thank you all the kind folks over watching Blue Box. Please sit by if you haven't followed. Please do. And thank you, casters and castles. And also note that it's a really cool discussion tonight. We always giving away stuff. It's a community here. So, yep. Yeah, well, we're not giving that away. Imagine that, Mike, if that was the case. So, oh, look at that. Hype it up. Thank you so very much.
Yep.
It is September, too.
Trying to get the blue box people going.
Yes, the Blue Box name here. So I want to show something here. Virtual GrowdCon, this is the best we've ever had it for Virtual GrowdCon. Thank you, community. So, John, if you haven't seen this yet, oh my God, I must have hit the button twice. I must have double-clicked on it. My bad. Let's go here. Let's go into events here and take a look. We are almost like completely sold out of everything. Now, 1 or 2 tickets have opened up. Yeah, always. Hey, Phoenixy, you are sold out. You are sold out, Phoenixy. That's good here. The drums in the roll. Yigsburg, 1 ticket opened up as someone changed. All right, so we got that. There's 1 ticket there. There's still a couple other tickets in other places. The Dawn Chaser has 1. Amy's game has 3 left still. Child of the Apples. There's still 3 open seats there. All in the Watchtower. That's our Min in the middle of the night because he's streaming from New Zealand at 1 a.m. Friday night, Saturday morning. Hit that up. That's a good one too. That'll be live streamed. We got some Greyhawk Reborn games with a couple. Brunch of the Dying Earth still has 4 seats. All right, that's one that could lose some love. But look at these. They're all sold out. All of them. Don't count the seminars. Here's a couple Greyhawk Reborns with 1 seat each. Zeef, 1 seat. Another Greyhawk Reborn with 1 seat. Dungeonland with 1 seat. We are almost completely sold out. Oh, John, thank you. Completely at this time sold out for Virtual GrowdCon. Thank you, community. And please note, John is running those games. He's running a game Friday night and late night Saturday night. Blue Box is. Let me hit him up here. John, thank you for being such a great friend and coordinating with all the stuff you are doing over for Altamira. It's going to be a blast. So just wanted to show everyone. I was told some other games are coming in, but they haven't yet. I'd love to see 1 or 2 more games come in. So if you want to DM something, just reach out to me. We'll try and figure out, I guarantee you there's people who want to have some more games, especially old school games. If you're a 1E, 2E, or Ostrich runner, or Castles and Crusades, I think there's people are asking me, are there any more old school games open? So that would be really cool to do. So that was fun, Anna. Wasn't that a great discussion?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, I talk too much. I like I
No,
took
no,
Anna's
you were
place.
good.
I babble a lot.
You
So
were great. That was
thank you.
great.
I threw it out
Yeah.
there. So now you know, everyone knows the boogeyman about Tamir is a player character in the campaign.
Yep. Yep.
And that it happened in the course of gameplay, which is really fun. So, the best of in Greyhawk. We're going to rely on the audience a lot. We all have some of our own lists, but it could be the best of anything. It could be the best.
Yeah, I'm not going to take this
thrower.
too seriously.
Yeah, this is going to be very subjective.
Yes.
I'm ready to spar with anyone.
This is a
in
very
the audience.
subjective discussion, and I won't call out Mike, but Mike said something hysterical in Discord. He goes, I'll have my list, Anna has her list, you have your list, we'll discuss them all, and then the audience will tell us why we're wrong.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
Right.
Oh, Sam Weiser, the best country Keelan.
Yeah,
throw it out there, Sam.
He's already throwing it.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Oh.
100%. Because the legendary Winchester family is all from Keeland. Also, the Rothschilds are from Keeland. The Keeland of my campaign are like the Dunedain of, and of course my players say I'm crazy. But yeah, we'll throw it right out there. Keeland is the best country. It is the oldest kingdom in Greyhawk, right? So I agree with you 100%, Sam, on that. Do you two argue with that point with me? You can. I'm going to get up a map here.
It's a bit stale, in my opinion. It's past its due date a bit in my campaign. It's on its it's waning a bit. Yep.
Okay, well that's fine.
Yep.
That's fine, absolutely. So let's throw out this map here so everyone knows if you're new to the channel. By the way, exclamation point drawing to get in some classic D&D reprint giveaways for tonight, and it's great to see everyone here. And once again, John, thank you. Here's Keeland running the length. This is the Sheldamar Valley. This is my wheelhouse of the campaign. Keeland is a great, powerful nation. And as you can see, I'll throw it down. Here's even got the Winchester and Rothschild's estates here in Rushford, a town in my game. Sunken Keep, that's a player character's area that was destroyed. Oh, John, thanks, man. Wow. Thank you so very much, John. Very kind of you.
Wow.
Yep.
It is September. Thank you. Yes, we're going to have a lot of fun the next couple months. You know, GrowCon's under a month away, so it's going to be an awesome time, and it's going to be a wonderful and fun next couple months. We got some great stuff we're going to announce. A year, Dark Elf. That's if you look at most of the people here and you go through. And you go through all the people watching, and you see 5 years, 3 years. Just you highlight over the, you go up, scroll up, and highlight over if they have a first button. It's just like, look, 491 Phantom, 18 months. Broongal, 8. Blue Box, 43 months. Scottish Jeff, 33 months. I mean, it's just insane. So we really appreciate it. Dope. Yep, Keeland. Anna says no. What about you, Mike?
Well, Sam's getting all imperialistic on Keeland there, so the only counter I have is the Great Kingdom of Airdy in its full extent.
Oh.
From Furiandi to the Solar
Damn,
Coast.
you took something that encompassed almost everything else.
That was a country.
You mean of all time?
Yeah.
You're talking
now,
the greatest.
Talking currently?
Of all, no, we don't have to. You're talking about the greatest kingdom of all time is the Kingdom of Airdy in its heyday.
Because Keeland's even fractured from where it used to be.
Yeah, I don't even. Wow, Rob, thanks, man. I don't even think that Sam Weiss will argue that point that the Great Kingdom in its heyday was the greatest kingdom. And I learned something from Gary when I first came into the community. That the Wild Coast is called the Wild Coast. This area is called the Wild Coast because this is where the Kingdom of Airdy and the Kingdom of Keeland met, and it was nobody's.
Exactly, it wasn't conquered by anybody.
Yeah, and I did not know that. I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Oh, largest.
I think it was the Great Kingdom people that coined the term Wild Coast because it was wild outside of civilization, kind of thing. That's my guess. Yeah.
So we can agree to disagree on that. I'll give Mike that the greatest kingdom of all time in history.
Oh yeah, that's cheating in the right way. That's the way to do
years,
it.
20 years of just Keoland, Sheldamar backstory with Sam too. I can't agree to that.
Okay.
But it's very persuasive.
Yeah, but before we get into the discussion, we need to ask Jay, what's the best part of the side of the map? Yeah.
Well, that's not really a question.
It's a binary
yeah, so we get to.
That's a trick question. So
yeah,
you take,
just kidding. Yeah,
look,
so
you
we
take
just
here,
get the spirits high here.
You take
so,
here and you cut this. See this line running up these hills here, and you go, and everything. It's like everything falls into the sea on the right.
East of that is not
cool.
needed.
And everything else over on this side of the map is cool.
Okay, good. So now we know what the best side of
best side of the
Greyhawk
map.
is.
Yeah, definitely the western side.
Yeah.
Tanker asks, real quick, where to start? Start with this, then get this.
Yes. Good one.
All right. The box set. That's
and if you want to, otherwise, a player's guide to Greyhawk and the adventure begins from that are available.
City of Greyhawk.
Yes. All right. So I'll do mine here. So get this, or this is the 80. Whoops, I'm gonna be covered forever. So let me flip over back here.
Flip over. Yeah.
Because I'm gonna
while
be covered
you have
forever.
that.
So. Hey, Fuzz, I'm going to say get the 80 folio, and if you can get the 80 and the 83, then get the 83.
Get the 83 box set, because it has everything that the folio has, so you don't need the folio. But the folio is cool for nostalgia. Yeah.
That's it. But 80 or 83, and then get the Free City Greyhawk box set second.
Yeah, this actually fits into the topic then. What is the best box set? Or whatever.
Mike,
I would say this is the best.
Mike, that is my best. That is the best publication. All right, this may be a little overboard. Best publication by TSR. Okay, we're not going to watch it. It wasn't watching time by TSR.
Bold statement.
Ever.
It
is my favorite of all time. It is the best ever. The Free City Greyhawk box set, and I talked about this on the Altamira. Yeah, is the best. This stuff is priceless in here. Everything.
Just between the 3 box sets.
Yep.
Though.
There's 4. You're missing one.
This is all I got at hand.
Wars.
Yeah. I was just going to say Wars is kind of cool.
Well, we all know that's not the best.
Yeah.
No, but it takes the longest to digest.
Oh, get us over 6. Get us over 6. Over 6. If we get on the way to 7 would be awesome, everyone. We're already going to do 2 giveaways, so 2 individual people for all this love here.
Planescape box set is Delrock's favorite. Nice.
Yeah, my opinion is that you need to get the 83 box set and read it for nostalgia, for to find the right vibe, and it looks awesome, and it is Greyhawk in its essence. And then I will get the Living Greyhawk Gazetteer from 2000 to get filled in on all the development that happened afterwards, or lots of it, and get up to date with lots of more information and stuff. And then I will also get the City Greyhawk box set, and I will get the Player's Guide and Adventure Begins. They are available as PDFs from Drive-Thru. I think all of them for about $10 each, from $5 to $15 each. So there you have for the next few months of study, and if you read them all through, then you are very well set in Greyhawk. If you want to be complete when it comes to the setting books, you should get From the Ashes as well. But that, if you have all the other ones, you don't really get anything extra. If you want to go deep, you get the Marklands, Even the Undying, and I Use the Evil as well. Then you know basically everything you need to know about the setting.
So
Greyhawk Adventure is a different beast.
It's showing right below me right now.
Yeah, and it's a different beast. It doesn't give you all the information about the setting, but if you know the setting, you got to love Greyhawk Adventures, because it gives you details, flavors, rumors, spells, and stuff like that. But it doesn't you're not taught to understand the setting, but you get cool stuff you can use in your games in Greyhawk Adventures. It's not the way to get to know the setting, but it's the way you can use the setting more better, so to speak.
Yeah, it is. So we had Jim Ward on a couple of years ago, and Jim said to us in the discussion, and a lot of you may not know this, they did that from scratch in 90 days.
Yeah.
That publication, which when you think about it is insanity to
Yeah.
get something. Of
Mhm.
course, now
I'm going to say they're exaggerating.
you think
but
Jim's
I
exaggerating?
think I think they put the book together in 90 days, but I think a lot of the source
It
material
had to
was
have
laying
been
around
That's
already.
wrong.
That's my
Yeah,
guess.
that's kind of what
Yeah,
I'm
I think they had the spells and a bunch of stuff
Yeah.
already
There you go.
written up. They just needed to edit it and put it into book form. That's my guess from 90 days.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I'll say this. Jim said it
Yeah,
was.
I know.
Yeah, I know. All right.
Yeah.
We will ask him at GaryCon.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
just saying
Yeah.
we ask a lot of the OG guys questions and that they don't remember. So what's to say they remember the exact time
Right.
frames? It's just,
But I think
but it's a good story. I love it.
Oh yeah, and it's and it is a remarkable book in many
It
ways.
was a book
Thanks,
done
Buzz.
under a time constraint.
Oh
no
yeah,
doubt about it.
yeah, and it comes with so much flavor and stuff. It's not the way to get to know the setting, but when you know, if you know the setting, you get to have so much fun with it in Greyhawk Adventures.
Let's give an example real quick. Let's go to page 95. Any of you who watched my streams 2 weeks ago, note what I took out of this book. This book is great, by the way.
Yes, it was a 1 to 2 year. It was the last first edition publication, I think, from TSR before second edition came out. So yeah,
The Twisted Forest. It did an entire adventure, or the Twisted Forest added less. We now have a Sulri's Rose from it, because it talks about a flower that only appears here in the Twisted Forest and in the Western Sea of Dust. So Les and I got together on it. It's the Soul Rose, and it's white, and it's it talks about that flower, but it doesn't go into detail. But what a fun point there. So
it has very little game mechanics in it, but apart from spells and stuff. But
it was a
has
Bridge 22E. Yes, it was.
Yeah. That's probably why they kept the game mechanics to a minimum. Just like the Living Greyhawk asset here that came out on the verge of third edition. So that was also a kind of an edition spanning book.
Oh, so one minor negative. There definitely will not be a stream Legendary next Wednesday. I have a trade show I got to be at in North Jersey. Not near you, Rob. It's down that it's like near Little Silver, that area. So tomorrow next Wednesday night. So unfortunately, it won't be on like midnight. So but what a fun discussion so far. Sam just kicked it off with that, and we went all over the place.
I'm dying to know what Anna has.
I have lots of stuff. You know my specialty.
Give us a big one.
Yeah, a big one. Best of. What's the best forest in Greyhawk? And there's two criteria. What is the best forest to go adventure in? And what if you want to have a character that wants to retire and live in? What's the what's the best forest? And there's what's the best forest to go adventure in that has
adventuring and live in?
Yeah, they're two different ones. So in my opinion,
a Vesby.
Yeah, and it needs to be a named forest on, and at
Dreadwood.
least So there's a bunch of other forests that don't have any real names. Yeah,
Sus.
It's got its good and bad parts.
Yeah, Sus is definitely a contender for adventuring. And let's start with adventuring first. Yeah,
adventuring.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for that awesome hype train.
And the criteria are target-rich environment, a variety of villains and possibilities and stuff.
I think I got mine.
Yep.
I'm going Vespi. Let me flip over there. And we talked about this a lot.
Yeah.
And that is just the level of detail for the Vespi Forest and the Marklands and Eye is the Evil.
I agree with you, Jay. Northern Vespi is, in my opinion, the adventure forest. Sus is a good second, maybe third place, or third place. But Northern Vespi, I think, is definitely, when it comes to forest.
Vespi?
Yeah, Northern Vespi is the
to have a character come from there.
John,
it's to go adventuring. I think Northern Vespi has all the chops, from little minor villains. You can put ever foreign monster in there.
Look at this, John, from Blue Box. What is this place, John? Are we going to find out the virtual Greyhawk?
What is this?
Lyric's Tower. I think we are. After the joust Saturday night, John's adventure is right around here. Lyric's Tower. So there you go.
And yeah, and also think another thing with Vestvi in general, but when it comes to adventuring in Northern Vestvi, it both have a lot of lore already developed, and it also has enough room and things in the neighborhood that you can put even more stuff in, and without it getting overcrowded. And you have everything from little villains and the local hoodlum running around and various things, from green dragons to whatever, and you have major villains like Ayus and others, and you have the wolf nomads up in the north, and a whole bunch of, so you can have a rich variety of things that you can tie into that area, so to speak. So I think that covers the best forest adventure location in Greyhawk. And
what
then
was your answer, Mike?
Yeah, the Vesby is pretty cool. I mean, that's, it might be the Q land of Forest.
Yeah,
but I'm going with Antiquus. I'm saying Gnarly Forest.
Okay. There you go.
It has all the
that's a
development
good one
you could
too.
ever
Yeah.
want, and it's close to major cities.
Yeah,
Look at all
that's a good argument.
Wilderness
Yeah.
areas.
Yeah, and it also has a lot of lore, and it's also very Greyhawk centric and key to the setting.
I'm very biased to the middle of the map, but I'm going to really try to spread it around.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's also the place that the only ranger organization is detailed. The Swanmay organization is detailed. 4 Sylvan Elven clans are detailed here, along with a lot of other neat little tidbits like Blackthorn is here.
And you have a green dragon and some other stuff, so to speak.
Your kids might have to go to Safeton for school. They might have to commute.
Yeah.
Well, there are some human. Core Staith is the head place of the Gnarly Forest Rangers, so it must be safe. Now, these locations are mine here, but there's
the Scottish Jeff. The Twisted Forest has the problem that it's not really a forest.
It's not a forest, as we found out. We found out a couple weeks ago, right here, the Twisted Forest. Yes, and those damn Sul got out. 7 of them. Yeah.
So if you so if you have an old character that wants to retire and set up shop in the most wonderful, peaceful forest where you can, no big conflicts, just nice and wonderful to live in, which one should that be?
A nice peaceful. Silverwood was a good call, Sam said.
There you go. Yep, that's my choice too. Silverwood is the best, and my runner-up is Southern Vestvi. Is my runner-up. Yeah, to the second best to get settled in, like the High Folk area or the Taranal. Yep.
Notice no right side of the map, Dale.
Yeah, we've only been, but I'm going to make some digressions to the wrong side of the map too eventually in this
Silverwood for High Elves, and we have a lot. And Anna's character, Emery, Axwood, Sylvan Elves.
You want to be left alone.
Yeah.
If you like somewhere quiet and private, maybe Harak.
Yeah, but the problem is that you're so far away that if some shits comes your way, you have a hard time getting help, so to speak.
Oh, okay.
That's the thing. And you also want to, if you want to retire, you want to be able to go to nice places without too problematic. Climate is cold up there, meaning the Silverwood has nice climate, wonderful inhabitants, no big villains next door, and civilization not too far away. So that's why I think it's a great retirement place.
Rob's got a good one. Best city to be based out of for an adventuring party.
Yeah, that's I have.
Excluding
that's a good one.
City?
That's a good one. I have several ones in coming up. I have like 15 or so of these various things for tonight. Yep. So my best forest was the first one. So yep.
Yeah.
Anyone else's turn now?
Alex Antiquus said best trade route. Come on,
that's an interesting
That's a
one.
no-brainer, Alex.
Trade route?
Come on, that's why the City of Altamira was built, man. Running from Powerwood to connect Celine
that's not the
all
best.
the way down here to the Principality of Ulek.
No. I have the best trade route in my idea for the best trade route is actually between the the Nessa River and the Duntide River from B2 to Callister or to Arnford, because then you can actually haul goods just a few miles on land from one of the major rivers to the other one without having to go around. The Duntide is go up to from B2 to Callister or B2 to Arnford, and from B2 left.
Side of the map at all.
Yeah, it's the wrong side of the map. So that's why you don't know.
It's on my side.
No, it's not. It is on the wrong side of the map. There you go.
I thought you loved the Nesser. No?
Yeah, the Nesser and the Duntide, they split up in the wrong spots, so to speak. So so you can actually, without having to go around the net marsh, you can go across it on land over there. And I think that's one of the major trade routes that is feasible. And that's why you have B2, Arnford, and Callister to cover those areas in order to
How
cover
safe
those.
is it, though?
It probably fairly safe because there's not that many other major villains around, and you have lots of population and stuff. So that part is probably fairly safe, I guess. Okay. That's my guess. You can probably have enough guards and stuff around to guard the roads and stuff and keeps up there. I think that's one of the major trade routes, because you can, with only like 50 miles over land, you can cover between two major rivers that covers get out almost everywhere across the Flannies, so to speak.
That's a good, as far as this is an abomination here, because we have one ford and two ford, and is this fordable or not? Like that's a little bit of, from Greyhawk to Harby out. Like, why is this river flow in both directions? It's a lot of confusion here. But
that's another one that I think it's a huge trade route. The north-south between Hardby and Greyhawk is a huge one, I think. Yeah, because that way you cover, Greyhawk has access to the inner market and Hardby to the outer market. So that's another one that I think is really, really big.
So Rob Phantom said best city to adventure in. So
yeah, that's
I won't count my
one.
own published source. It's either Hardby or Greyhawk. I mean, and everyone might say no Greyhawk, but Harby's got a lot of published source.
I think Will Henry Dvorak.
Ravensrook, Rook Roost. Okay.
Yeah, Rook Roost is
my. I'm all in for promoting Will on that.
Yeah, I was going to say Stoink, but I think Rook Roost is actually even higher on that. It's when it comes to city adventures, I think it's really cool. It has a bunch of things going for it. So Rook Roost, I think, is really, or Raven's Rook that Will calls it. I think it's really cool now, and Will have added to it because now there's published lore around it that you can use as the city. But I also think there's a bunch of other cool things speaking for it. First of all, it's in a very adventure target-rich environment. It's big enough that you can make it into, meaning it's a city of 30,000-40,000 people. So you can make it big enough to have all sorts of stuff, everything from high culture to slums and all sorts of stuff. And it is run by some of the worst scum on in the setting, including IU's priests are available. And it's also a kind of a free for all. And you have wilderness wilderness outside the door, so you can flee in and out of and stuff. And it's kind of, I think it's kind of cool. I would have Stoink, but in some ways, I think Rook Roost might be even cooler in some ways. And also think now, because we have more information thanks to Raven's Rook publication, we have cool stuff to put in there right out of the box, so to speak. Yeah, so that was
good one.
Yeah, that's one of my top outsiders, so to speak, for best city adventuring.
Yeah, Fuzz. I go by what's available in published source, and that you can add on, and that with Rook Roost having that's really good. But Harby has a more. Like Greyhawk is a metropolitan area and has a really cool feeling. You could get yourself lost in there. Where Harby's just, there's so many underhanded things going on in Harby. It's a good one too. So.
And you also want a city with that the law is not that prevalent. If you want to go gung-ho and start killing people and left and right, you don't need too much civilization. You want to be able to have some fights and kill things in the basements somewhere and so on, and your evil cult without too much authorities getting into things. So that's why I think Harby is good, and I think Rook Roost can be even better. So yeah.
So I'm gonna make a joke here. Antiquus put best location for a random Mornicane spotting in Greyhawk. My answer is in the Forgotten Realms.
Oh.
Oh,
that
damn.
was funny.
Yeah, I know. Barely. But which city, if you want to retire your character, which city should you live in then?
City for retiring.
Retiring?
Yeah.
It's got to be somewhere in Keeland.
The opposite of adventuring. You mean you want a quiet, nice neighborhood?
Well, there was also best place to get an education. I think it's one and the same. My opinion is Neol Draw in Keeland.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's what I would say.
Definitely a good one. Yeah.
I'd say the capital of the county of Ulick.
Capital county of Ulick, but there is nothing at all in county of Ulick.
You onto something here. Yeah,
the county of Ulick is, except for all my stuff. Where is the capital of the county of Ulick? It's Jernra, all the way down here.
Yeah. I would put Jernra, Tringley, or Instad would be my choice, depending on how much Elven you have in you. If you're full elf, go Instad. If you're half elf, go Tringley, and if you're a human, settle with Jernra. But those are my top choices. Climate is good. Civilization is excellent, and they are safe places to be. The real estate market is probably excellent, and you can that they're expensive to buy into, but once you do, I think they will be around for another millennia or so you don't need to worry too much. And there's a lot of great surroundings, not major villains, the undeath rate is low, and so on and so forth. So I think that those are good bets to live in. If I move to Greyhawk, I would look at those three cities really well. If you want to have more seaside, I would look into Gradsul or Lakewish would be other cities I would look into. Maybe Radika City if I want to live closer to adventure, but that's probably too close.
Anywhere near that lake is trouble, Anna.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so that's why I kind of like Tringley. I like hills better than ocean. So Tringley and Instad are really high on for that reason.
Let's move from one into another here. I'm sitting on Tringley because everyone knows that we have the talk show Sunday night. The name of the talk show is Gabbin at Lord Peak's Haven, which is a bar, an inn, which is in Tringley.
There you go.
Yes, so
I like the name Tringley too. Sorry.
Yes, it is, and with that, you attempt to drink. If you can drink 3, no one's ever done it in Tringley at Lord Peak's Haven. To get on the Wall of Fame, you must drink 3 Troll's Piss. The drink, and no one's ever done
awesome.
it. Fate of Istis. So, what is the greatest inn or bar in all of Greyhawk? We go off that from Lord Peak's Haven. What do you think?
Whew. Did a whole episode on.
Well, the Green Dragon Inn in Greyhawk is one of the most famous ones, but if it's any good, I'm not so sure.
Okay. Just a good question. Green Dragon's most well known.
Exactly, so most well known, but but I wouldn't. Nah, that must be way better. I have best nightlife, but I also have before we leave the cities, I also have the best architecture. Which city has the best, most impressive, cool architecture in Greyhawk?
That I don't know.
Which one would? And now you need to look into meaning. Instead is a high contender. Yes, I would have that at second place in my campaign. Second place.
Now this one's very opinion based because we don't.
Oh yeah,
really
this is all opinion. This is subjective.
Architecture.
Yeah. This is has no. Yeah, I just riffing off lore here, meaning the city probably need to have civilized, have not that too many wars, been around for a long time, a lot of high degree of civilization, wealth, and a long story, so to speak. So Instead is high. I would have it as the second highest in the city. But
so what's Relastra, Anna?
Relastra, yes, it's good, but Relastra is not that old. It's probably only about 800 years old.
Go out on a limb best kept secret in homes and architecture. He's Sewell Ilshar.
That's a good one. That is a good one. Yep.
Because you will get authentic Sewell architecture there.
Yep. That's a good one. I will have that really high. My choice is Kershani up in the Plattsburghs. Yeah, the elven city that has been around for millennia up there, so to speak, and they protected it from ice overs and stuff. Probably about 5, 6, 10,000 years old or something like that.
And this is a good one to discuss because a lot of people who are new to the Greyhawk don't even know about this place.
Exactly, and it's true because this place was invented in Living Greyhawk, so it doesn't have publication. Lore history is not that long, so to speak, but it's an elven city up there, and I went with the story because it's the story of the elven mountain cities. So it's built sometime in a hotter past, warmer past, long time ago, and it's persisted. It's the Rivendell of the Flannies, so to speak. So it's described as the elven city that has been around for really, really, really long
Gary
time.
says
even
they
longer
don't count
than
because they don't build the code.
Okay, that's true. Yeah. But built not built to code. But the thing is that the most beautiful cities on the planet are also not built to code. That's probably why they're so good. If they're built to code, they're cheap and safe and reliable, not awesome to look at and so on. So yeah.
True, Gary. The best dinner tavern is the closest one.
Yeah. So that was going out on the limb, but I'm only half serious in this. But what I mean is that you should start thinking in your version of Greyhawk, where would this be, so to speak? Where will these architectural wonders or other stuff be, so to speak?
Yeah.
You should come up with that for your version of Greyhawk, where these things are.
Yes, Jeremy. The spotted cow comes from the beer in Wisconsin, the one in Hagen. Yep, a lot of that happens, which is great.
Yeah.
I mean, we all put stuff. I mean, come on. In Altamere, the Bobet rooming house, that was a cheesy, cheap motel down the street from us that burned to the ground at one point. So I want to answer Von Molku's here. I think this is a great one. Best example of evil, not named Ivid, Ayas, Marquesa, or Egwolf. That's great.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I think we should rule out Vecna too. He's one of these big generic ones, so to speak. So yeah.
So yeah, I like Neo's Rod too, Gary, myself. The most evil that you can come up with, not of those big ones. A Surak, though, is only in his tomb for the most part there, Rob, right?
I have a candidate in my campaign.
In your campaign, okay. But is it published source in your campaign?
Oh, yeah, it's published source.
I'll say, all right, Gary, I'm going to kiss your butt. I'm going to say Kargath. I'm going to say St. Kargath, King of the Death Knights. How's that?
Yeah.
All right, Anna, what about you?
Well, I have two candidates.
That's a good one too,
one is Lord Depar, the Dread Lord, so to speak, in Bone March.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, but he ties into the Death Knights and stuff, so he's part of that story. Yeah. So he's one candidate. The other candidate I would have that is still around, so to speak, is Dalvier up in Horn Society.
Yeah.
The Lish Count Dalvier, an old Flan count that was became a Lich, and he's a horrible dude up there too. So Lord Defar and Count Dalvier, I would have those two. They're not part of the big bad, big evil ones, but they are the little local menace that could be terribly evil and have a story in the setting. Castle Dalvier or Lord Dalvier is not developed to any degree. It's only a couple of paragraphs. I've taken him further in my campaign. But Lord Defa has a little bit more story thanks to the story about the Death Knights and stuff.
Yeah, Curtis said Hexter. That's always good.
Yeah.
Alex jokingly said Robler and Zuckme's love child. That's hysterical.
That is a good one. That's a coming one. That's for your next campaign. You use that.
Can you imagine? Mike, you got an evil one?
Yeah, I'll go with Kargoth too.
Kargoth, yes.
Yep, that's a good one. Yep.
Yes. Who was that guy in Dragon Magazine who nuked the Earth, enslaved the gods? We all had to send our character sheets to him.
Newt Orth, wasn't that Gygax?
Maybe that's who maybe Gary's making a sick joke there.
He's talking about Waldorf.
Lord
Waldorf
Omni, Uncle
from...
Fuzz, I hear I think is evil, but I don't think he is. He's a nuisance evil.
Yeah.
He's very nasty. Waldorf, okay.
Yeah.
I think Keek is more evil than Omni.
They're both evil.
I don't know.
They're both evil, but they're minions.
Yeah.
But they are nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was a good question.
A great one. Yep.
Yes. Okay, Anna, go for another one, and then we'll do
so where is the best nightlife to be found? If you want to go out and have fun in Greyhawk, where do you want to go? And now I'm thinking, first we have three categories. Overall, if you want to go to one city, where's the Las Vegas or Monte Carlo or something? And then you want to have the high nightlife. Where do you want to go for the best clubs, the best highest? And if you want to have the low entertainment, meaning where do you go to find all of that, so to speak? And I think those are three different places.
Most exotic nightlife, Sasserine.
That yes, and the funny thing, I have that for most exotic food too.
Oh, okay.
I definitely agree. I definitely agree on the most exotic. When it comes to the low entertainment, where do you want to go to find the most numerous debauchery taverns? And stuff. My take will be Stowing for that.
Okay.
Yeah, because Stowing probably has a lot of it, and they also have good market. That's like the Tijuana or a place where a lot of rich folks can pop over the border and just have a fun night, so to speak, or something. It's a lot of low life in that area, but it's still close to civilization enough that people can dare to venture there just to have fun, so to speak. People who are So I would have that Stowing would be high, I think, on the list of low entertainment for really the entertainment place. But if you want to go to high entertainment, then if you want to go to the best balls and fancy places and the rich parties where you have lots of money, the best gambling establishment, the most diplomatic circuits, if you want to have the biggest award ceremonies, where do you want to go? And my guess is that Savener is the one with the Darmans and so on that throws the most lavish parties and fundraisers in Greyhawk in Karlstrand. Yeah, that's my guess. That when it comes to these most upscale, elaborate parties where the tickets cost tens of thousands of gold to just get in for a seat at the table, I think Karlstrand is probably the place to be, so to speak.
Gary says Mentry was known for its debauchery before the war, so if you're on 576, it's the most decadent.
Yeah,
that is very true. Yes, I think so. Yeah, and it probably comes with, it's one of the most religious establishment also has the most of the underbelly at the same place. So yeah.
I like what Mike Von Moku said too. If you went to Boucherous, like to the most decadence, it's El Real High Sinlu, the Dark Elf.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but I don't count the Underdark.
Okay.
Yet, so I didn't include that, but that's probably very true. Yeah, if you really want to literally go low life, so
right? We're staying within the Darling map.
Yeah, within those.
So as a joke, our favorite place to hang out and party is Carwood, which we now know, thanks to Mike, is in Saline because we have a 23rd level, Magnum alumni bard there, and all he does is smoke the wacky weed all day long. Because what do you do when you're 23rd level? So there's a lot of weed smoking in Carwood. So.
Yep. And Gary himself also settled. If you want the best resort city in Greyhawk, Gary himself showed us, and it's in the name, Inspa.
Yes.
If you read the Gord books, it's a city full of inns and spas. So it's the place you want to go if you want to have family-friendly kind of.
Is the Inspa on the near Deep? No.
It's on the wrong side of the map, so it's further east.
Yeah.
You're close.
It's over here near.
Yep, there you go. Zoom in there.
Yeah,
there you go.
It is, in the middle of
nowhere.
There
you go. Yeah. So according to Gary, that's a city that pretty much is there as a resort town in a way. You have hot springs, inns, ale houses, and stuff like that. So if you want to go not too high, not too low, I think Inn Spa is high on the list. If you don't want to go to the city of Greyhawk, then you should probably try Inn Spa, I think.
Inn Spa is probably one of the remotest places, I mean, that I could think of. You know, the Adries.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much.
Yeah, exactly. Geographically, it doesn't really make sense. But I think it's like in the medieval world, a lot of people want to go to a place. But look at the real world. People pay cruises and big money to go to the most remote place just for a vacation.
Iceland.
So yeah, exactly. So why some rich people in the fantasy world might go there too. So yeah.
No adventure wants family entertainment.
Yeah,
we got.
Otherwise, I will settle with Greyhawk as the general kind of city for general entertainment. Yeah,
that's a good one. All right, Mike, you got one?
Well, there's a lot of stuff thrown around. I think Greyhawk City probably has the best gambling houses.
That's pretty. Port
Tully would probably be my favorite dive.
Port Tully.
Yeah.
Into your area here.
I don't remember what the other category was.
Port Tully. Well, I'm just saying, one of your own categories. You got one.
A category. I was answering Anna's category.
No, your category. What do you got?
Let's. Who has the best heraldry?
Oh,
that's a good one. That is the
Art
good
is subjective,
one.
But what's your favorite heraldry?
What's
the best shield on the book?
Yeah, I would very high for me would be Alyssa, with the two birds and the sun and the United Kingdom of Alyssa. It was not in the original; it came in the Living Greyhawk stuff. But that one is really it's really high. Yeah, you had the 576 map, I think.
Right,
so that one is really high. When it comes to the old original, I must give Nyrond high. I like Nyrond. The four one and the two early sons and the little, those are plucked musical instrument kind of and I like it because it ties into the story, and it's kind of there's plenty to choose from, and we just have to mention the city of Greyhawk itself. Heraldry it's high. I like the black background. I like the city symbol. I like the gold coins under it. I like the chains. Yeah.
If I had one of them shields on the wall like Jay has, City Greyhawk is what I would pick.
Mm-hmm.
Although when I was looking at the shields earlier today, I, for some reason, am entranced at how elaborate the Zeef flag is.
Yep.
There's a lot of intricacy there.
Yep.
Yep.
If you ever look at it again, it's a cross and a lot of like embroidery or something on there.
Yep. There's actually a lot. There's some that I don't like at all, but a lot of them I really like them. That they are really, really good.
Ernst, it's my goose. As a Canadian, I have a kinship. Sundi, you like Sundi, Rob? Let's see.
That's funny.
Rob likes. Whoops, sorry.
And Sundi has varied over the years too. Sundi has had both the one during the Erdi time when you had the three little Erdi sons and stuff. That is really cool. This is the after when it became its own kingdom again. They put the Erdi sun like that and the gray under. This one, sorry, go on, Mike.
No, I didn't know you were done. If you were done.
No, I was just going to say. Yeah. The Sundi doesn't, to me, it's a cool one visually and graphically, but it doesn't really make sense. If they want to stand out as their own kingdom, they should probably not use the Erdi sun, so to speak, in order to do it. It doesn't, that if they're a county of Sundi, that makes sense because the Erdi kind of made them on it. But if they're their own kingdom, I want them to have a different heraldry that doesn't have the Erdi sun or the Erdi symbol on it. So that's a bit more elven, or a compromise human elven or something. But that's my my God. Oh, Brungal, you taking a couple of my categories. I'm coming to that.
I really like the original Shield Land Shield.
Me too. Yep.
I just like it. There you go.
That's all. I even invented the story behind the heraldry, where the Black Tower comes from.
That's awesome. And and we got our Black Towers on ours too. Thanks, Patrick, for doing that for Maddie. So that was an awesome one, Mike. That was a great one.
We can dive deep. I can go in hours on this one. So yeah.
So you want to go, Brungal, best seaside location?
Yes. Oh, it's a good one because I have the best. I have two categories on that one. Okay. I have the hang on a second here. I have best coastline and best beach. Okay. And for various locations. So this is awesome. So yeah, we have best coastline for adventure. If you want to go to a coastline and raid it, Viking style or whatever, where do you want to go to find monsters? You want to find treasure, bravery, meaning glory and so on. What are the cool best coastline? Where is the raiding the best? Meaning, where do you find the most nasty monsters to slay the most possible? What's the worst or the most dangerous coastline, so to speak, where you can really make your mark? If you're 20th level adventurers and you're damn bored with everybody, where do you go to slay things along the coastline?
I guess you come to the Isle of Lost Souls now.
That might be, But think there's more than the ocean. There's big lakes in Greyhawk too.
Like the Near-Deep?
Well, the Near-Deep is not target rich enough.
Okay. I don't know, Anna.
Yep. There's the lake, Still Lake. You have the
okay.
Yeah, the best coast for adventure, the eastern and northern Still coast, meaning you have Ayus and Horn Society. You have Doraka, you have demons, devils, all sorts of, especially demons and humanoids and stuff galore, so to speak. And you have several big cities to even a metropolis. The only pure evil metropolis within reach in the Flannies. Doraka is the biggest evil place there is. And if you're a gang of board 20 level somethings and you want to raid a coastline for adventure, this is the best one, so to speak. The northern and eastern coast, otherwise still. It has also very accessible beaches, so you can raid up and down with impunity. And
those two areas remind me of why there may be great beach coastlines in North Korea, but I don't want to go anywhere near them.
Exactly. But what I meant for the ultimate adventure, where you can find the most monster, the most treasure and stuff, that's probably is. And no, that was that if you're 20 level. But if you're 10th level and you want to go to a place, then there's something that Jay will agree with me on that one that is the best, so to speak. If you're mid-level adventurers, if you're still not bored and done with the rest of the Flannies, then you will go to the northern Pomarsh coast, along from the Sus down to the city of the Pomarsh, meaning you have sus humanoids and high port scum to deal with. So that is I think it's a good one. Also an accessible
with a lot of pirates.
Exactly. Lots of things. You can everything from sea battles to forest hunting and city adventuring and stuff. So that I think is a good one. And you can also take your whole back with you to Hardby and unload it, so to speak. So it's I think it's a good one. But if you don't want to go for adventure, you just want to go for a vacation, where's the best, wonderful,
literally the best beaches.
Exactly, the beaches. Now you don't want monsters. You want low population, civilized, not major villains. You want nice beaches and nice climate, and you don't want a lot of messy evil and weird stuff around. Where do you go then?
Southern Principality Ulick over here.
That's a good one, but I think there's even a better one.
Lordship of the Isles.
Nope, that's too much evil. The Scarlet Brother have taken over. If you have the wrong skin color,
lawful. It's policed.
Southern Nyrons.
That's true.
Southern
exactly. There we're going. Yes, the Oscar. That's the thing. When you go on vacation, you want boring in that sense. Yeah, my idea, the coastline of
Oh.
Eventide is the one near the beaches of Even Uskanterelpool.
Yeah, look at this. You got a huge sandbar beach.
Yeah, you have
The beaches
sandbar
in Nyron
beaches.
can't be better than the beaches in the Bright Desert, right? The Bright Lands.
Yeah, but the thing is, they are safer and there's better food and stuff around. So to speak. The amenities are better. Yeah.
No,
Dude, Zephyr's next door. He could attack me.
That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so we got two great ones out from the audience. So Scottish Jeff, best kingdom that no longer exists.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh.
And then Gary.
Mike has already answered that one.
And then best dungeon in the flying that's not named Greyhawk. So let's do best kingdom that never exists first.
That's a good one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Best kingdom that never that doesn't exist anymore. I will say the elven kingdoms that run along all the mountains, and there's only one left.
Damn, you stole mine when it comes to good ones. Yeah.
Okay. What was the name of that?
That's a good one.
What was the name of that, Anna?
I don't know what we don't know the name of the Elven Kingdom. We just know that it was the Elven Mountain Cities. Yeah.
BB said
Felon. Yeah, but Felon is another kingdom. Yeah. Felon was not an Elven kingdom, but it is an old kingdom.
Where was that?
That was in near Reldev and Karlstrand.
Oh, okay.
It's in the United Kingdom of Alyssa. Right. That area, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, somewhere around the Principality of Nolbish, Karlstrand, Reldevin, back in before the Great Kingdom was formed.
Rich told me to write an Imperial missile.
No.
Yeah, so good ones. We can also it's a small location kingdom, but we can get Gary up. I don't know if he'd be upset, but we could say Spine Castle.
Yeah, but I would say Almor, but Almor wasn't a kingdom. That's the thing. It was not a kingdom. It was just a principle. It was hang on a second. It was the title. It was the of Almor. It was the religious title. I forgot now what the.
So
hang on a second. I need my 76.
Okay.
Map. Yeah.
Second one was best dungeon not with named Greyhawk, so you can't use Castle Greyhawk.
Well, there's only I think one contender if you take published sources, and that's Moor Castle.
Well, that's a great one. Absolutely.
Yeah, if you want to go with something that is developed in lore, I think Moor Castle is probably the best one.
I know I'm not gonna be on the majority on this, but I say Temple of Elemental Evil. It's because I think that's minus the frickin'
I think it's exactly the nodes and that weird stuff is kind of degrading it a bit.
Yeah.
But if size doesn't matter, I think the moat house is the best part there.
Well, Moat House is one of the best introductory adventures.
Yeah, and the Moat House, and also the upper, the temple itself is really cool. But if you take the whole thing in one go, I think the
yeah, and the only reason I say Moor Castle not because there's so many different versions of it, and you don't know.
That's true,
and it's all over the place. But that's okay. That gives it a little allure. So size never matters. That's funny. But it's okay. This is a great discussion on that.
Some people would say that the Tomb of Horrors too might be the
Katana would
best
say
one.
that by far.
Yeah,
which is fine. I just here you mean this there, David, the Castle El Rajaki.
Oh, King Snurre, and the whole of the giant
G3
steading. Yeah, those are.
Yeah.
Erlheil Sinlu is a good one too. Yeah.
Well,
there's
G3 wins something. The most bizarre temple of all time placed anywhere in Greyhawk.
Okay.
Because it has the crazy, what is it? The Elder Elemental God temple in there. It's just a death trap, and that's there. And then you have another one in D3. So, yep. No one said Doom Grinder because we had to talk about Doom Grinder on Box's channel today already.
Yep.
Once was enough. Yes, Shokanth is a great dungeon, and Shokanth and Tharsden, Forgotten Temple, I think go hand in hand. And you all can play if you're going to be at GaryCon for 3 days. Tharsden, if you want, I'll be DMing it at Founders and Legends if you're going to be there for the first weekend. So, yep. All right, good ones. So let's see, Anna, you got another one?
Yeah, well, I was thinking we need to you mentioned the cuisine before.
Cuisine.
Yeah, so where do you have the best or the worst or the most exotic and so on in cuisine? And for the most exotic cuisine, I think you can find in Caesarea. I totally I think that's a good one. Yeah, I think it's kind of where you probably find it because you have so much jungle, weird things, and up the mountains and from far away. So and old cultures and stuff. So I think Caesarea. If you want to go for exotic food, I think Sasserine is probably the place to go if you want to. And it's a big city, so you probably have a lot of variation and stuff there. So yeah, so I would have when it comes to exotic. And now when it comes to general variety, if you want to have a lot of different cuisines coming from a lot of different places and stuff, I think there's two cities that will stand out for variety. If you want to find not the most exotic, but if you want to eat a little bit of everything, I would say Thornwood is probably a candidate that you can find both Bäcklunish food, you can find food from up north, you can find food from the Scheldamar Valley, you can find food from the central Flannies. So Thornwood is
a crossover point.
Yeah, exactly. It's a crossover. It's a bit like Istanbul or something like that of the world. It's one of these places where people come from far from near and far, so to speak, and bring food with you, so to speak. So if you want the maximum variety of food, I think it's one of these really good ones. If you want to have fine dining and you want to have the most exquisite experience ever, I would probably think that Neoldra or Enstad would be the highest. They're both old. They've been around. They have a lot of elven in experience, and they have a lot of rich folks in them probably. And they have the time. They've been settled for years. They have nothing else to do than to come up with weird kind of food to eat. And because they don't have that much war to fight, and they have no big villains outside the door, and restaurants and chefs and stuff have probably been at things for years and decades and centuries and stuff. So if you want to have an omelette made out of dragon eggs or something like that, then you can probably go to if that is even a thing, you can go to. So yeah,
I think
those are my ideas. Yeah.
All the criteria in this said, I'm still going to have to go with the city of Greyhawk.
Mm-hmm.
This is a place that is multicultural. It has a foreign quarter. It has an entire college for culinary, learning.
Good one.
It has a patron of eateries, Otto. One of that I used a lot in my campaigns was the Red Serpent Restaurant, which was supposed to have real spicy food. It's got high dining, middle, and low. You can
you go
hit
the
it
whole,
all. So yeah, I'm a little biased to the city on that.
Oh yeah, but I agree. I think it's a good one. So yeah.
Best place to meet the local culture, then remove the local culture. Oh my god. There's never better dining than Elmshire. You mean eating the halflings or turning them into mongrels, or what are you talking about?
A place where you will put on weight.
Yes,
Elmshire.
until someone attacks it, or it's the most. This is my, and it's a lot of people. It's what was the most Palermo, according to Patton, was the most conquered city in all of history, right?
Yeah, Palermo is probably
Elmshire is the most abused town. Is the best of abused towns in all of Greyhawk. I mean, who hasn't abused Elmshire? Yes, halflings are the best cooks. Yes.
Yep.
Where's the greatest dragon's lair? Wow,
that's a good one. Yep.
I'd say it's probably this guy out here. Sophizetically, is he the
no,
one
no,
out
no.
No?
There's only one and that can be if you take it from lore.
Oh, yeah, we know who. Near White Plume.
Mm-hmm. It must be Dragotha. Here resides Dragotha. It can only be
But Dragotha's not a dragon.
And The layer.
Used to
We're talking
used
about
to
the
be a
layer. Not
I-
the
I
used
know,
to
but-
be a
We're talking about
dragon.
the layer.
Right,
Yeah.
and it's technically Dragotha is a Dracolich, right?
Yeah.
I'm splitting hairs, I know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So,
But I think it's the queen or the king, depending on what gender you have on it.
well, it was I'm sorry.
Ooh, the deadliest location. That's a good one.
Deadliest
I-
location, nice one, and also best haunted ruins. That's good too.
I think those two are the same. I would have the same, and Tomb of Horrors will be my for both when it comes to published locations.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about that.
Deadliest
Yeah, it was
location.
made to kill adventurers en masse, so to speak. That was the whole idea.
Wouldn't the deadliest location be like Iuse's throne room or something
That
like
might
that?
be too, yes. Yeah, but this we don't know how deadly that is because it's not been detailed that much. The Tomb of Horrors is designed to kill
Curtis?
characters.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
Affiliate
agree that
team,
in my campaign I would probably have Iuse
Ooh,
throne room
nice
or
one,
something
Vince.
be the one of the
richest
most
civ
deadliest.
people.
Though and the contender I would have would be we have the up in the Gibbering Gate. I would have as one of the most deadly locations.
Someone said the soul husks too up in the wastes.
Oh yes, that isn't even, but it hasn't killed that many.
Well,
Gibbering Gate has killed more.
Yeah,
But Soul
I
Husks,
thought Gibbering
yes,
Gate was like a prison.
yes.
it's a prison.
So
yeah,
why?
But you see, Iuse
he
he
just
doesn't
wants to
keep.
kill people. He'll kill them right there in Dorokan. And
No,
add
no,
them to
no,
the
no,
road.
no, no, no. You realize that
That's
he
for
needs.
punishing people.
Yeah, but the prison.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, to some degree, I
Gary,
agree
that's
with
funny.
you.
Yeah.
But I also think that in order to the Gibbering Gate is not there to keep a lot of prisons in prison. You get them there because he needs more guards.
Thank you, Patrick. So
He uses undead. Most 80-90% of everybody that brought to the
Yeah.
Gibbering Gate are not there to be prisoners. They're there to guard the prisoners. And even the prisoners their bodies are used to be guards. So he locks up the souls and then he keeps the bodies out to be used as undead guardians.
So, what's the most ignored location? I'd say.
Good one.
Oh my God! I am sorry. I am. David asked that, and they said, "Oh," and I said, "Well, until Mike got a hold of it, I am going.
Yeah.
I'm going either Stone Fist or 10.
Mm.
Because
Yeah. It's not
Dex
bad.
they just destroy everyone there, and then they ignore it.
Yeah.
You know. So, yeah.
Yeah. I will also have Dex Point if you have like one little city that is
Where's
just
that?
mentioned. Yeah, exactly. No one knows where it is. Ratic on the east,
yeah.
Loftwood.
I'm going to agree with Gary. Tiger Nomads is
Or
That's
Ice
also kind of
Barbarians.
shunned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, forgotten. 10
Well,
is
I can
forgotten.
think of some Ice Barbarian stuff.
Yeah, and
County of
10
Berghoff.
is also just run over and
That is
disappeared.
County Berghoff's awesome because all those great UK adventures are down here, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, good one.
It's
Good one,
okay.
Matthias. Yeah.
What have they done for him lately?
Yeah, there was a podcast on 10. Oh, that's cool.
Mhm.
Very cool.
It was a great one. So thank you. Yep.
Nice.
But it's also half forgotten and run over and they want to wipe it out from the lore.
All right,
so to
Tiger
speak.
Nomads
Nomads.
wins on that one.
I mean,
All right.
like it's glaring too because the Wolf Nomads have so much stuff
Mhm.
about
And the
them, and then the
Tiger
Tiger
Nomad-
Nomads.
They're just barely mentioned. Yeah.
Oh, Gary, that's not nice. Nothing cool has ever been done with it. That's a low blow, Gary. That's not nice to do that to Mike.
Never been.
That's
done.
wrong.
Mike has
man.
done all the cool stuff.
I
with
know.
it, so it was
It's-
forgotten all the way until Mike made
All
use
right.
of it.
All right. I'm going Mr. Negative.
Okay. Yep.
Dumbest thing ever done during
Uh-oh.
the course of from first edition through fifth, and I'm going to say what they did to Lendor Isle. Just looking at the map. Oh, now it's the place where the elves go. Anything that happened there with the Assassin's Knot or Secret of Bone Hill, don't worry about that. The elves just go there now. So there you go. Along with the Moonbow, they're my two. Yes, Lendor. Yes. So
And good, you've never even mentioned vampires or that's
no. No, but
That's
that was
good.
one of the dumbest things.
Some of it is so low you don't even need to mention it. Yeah.
Do an all adventure in Gary Con, Mike Von Molke. That'd be awesome. Do it. Yeah. It was bad. I agree.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
agree. It was bad.
It was
Yeah,
bad.
I agree. Yeah.
I won't want to go too negative, but there you go. That was. I just want to
Got
give Glenn
it.
a shout out on that one.
Okay.
Greyhawk Wars for the worst. It had its good points. A little some. So
It's you got to twist that question. It's got to be the best, worst decision.
yes.
We're talking about best stuff, not worst.
Well,
stuff.
Doom Grinder.
Yeah. Okay.
Turning a good lore into bad implementation. How's that? So,
most maligned culture group. That will be the Rennie, I think. Those poor Rennie.
I agree. The outer space thing just boggles my mind. They should
yeah,
be
they've just been mistreated. Yeah, they've been mistreated so bad. So they need to be rectified and put into proper. Someone need to give them a proper treatment that gives them they don't need to be in good standing, but they need to be given an interesting history that ties in with the setting and stuff, so to speak. So it was, Gary did it in Saga of Old City in the Gord books. He started that a little bit, so to speak.
Jeff really wants us to talk about spaceships.
Oh, yeah, you guys do it. Yeah, because it's not the best; it's the worst of Greyhawk. So you talk about starships, spaceships. Yeah.
So. Yeah, Rob. Any 2E model original for Greyhawk. A lot of them were bad, but I think Return of the 8 was great because it reset things. So I'm not going to say all of them. But a lot of them have useful maps within. So there are a couple of good ones. Greyhawk Ruins and even Night Below can be running. Yeah, there's some awesome stuff. Night Below is, and even Gates of Firestorm Peak can be run in Greyhawk. There's a lot of great things you can that were fantastic run in that era. All right, best. I got one.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Best publication that wasn't officially for Greyhawk but was used for Greyhawk. Now, Night Below can qualify for that.
Dark Tower.
No, I'm thinking a reference book for the most part.
Oh, reference book.
Yeah, I'm going right to one. Come on, Anna. It's one of your favorites now.
Yeah. Oh, you mean even The Undying?
Nope.
Because that was kind of made for Greyhawk. Yeah.
Bastion of Faith.
Oh, yes. That one. Yeah, but I take it it's made for Greyhawk too. But you're right. It wasn't technically made for Greyhawk. Yeah.
Hey,
it's
Troy,
awesome.
You may be correct. PC3 to C people. Maybe that is So this is it's just such an awesome publication.
Oh yeah, it is great.
So fantastic.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So Age of Worms. Age of Worms was done for Greyhawk though.
Yes, it was. It was done for Greyhawk. So. Night Below is another one that I think could fit that bill
Dread,
too.
another one. Yes,
yep.
Absolutely. Another great one that was not done officially.
Yeah,
that.
But they
Keep on
both
the
fit
Borderlands, BB. Another one I agree 100%
Another good
on.
one. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. You guys are on a roll. It's something forgotten, but the City of Greyhawk are really good. Yep. There's some great stuff out there. All right, so we some earlier questions.
Yep.
Best knighthood.
Ooh, the best knight. Order of the Shield. Come on.
Like the Holy Shield? Order of the Holy Shield?
Oh yes, the Order of the Holy Shield.
Because they got a lot of flaws.
Yeah, but that part of it depends. I rectified it. They've cleaned up their act now. Katarina has weeded out the bad ones and bad apples, and they've come back. Yep, They used to have a lot of flaws. Yeah, but that makes for rich, good, cool history. Yeah. The comeback order too.
Okay.
Knights of the Holy Shielding. Yeah.
Got a lot of
I will pass on the best because everyone's gonna know what I'm gonna say. But I'm going to say the worst is the Knights of Luna. I can't stand them. You know that. That's my.
I made lemonade out of those lemons. So yeah. So I like them now, but I agree with you. When I read them, I was like, nah. But now I've kind of made them. Yeah.
Fuzz, that's a great one, and it's obscure. Creighton Bardhurst did Knights of the Chase.
Knights of the Chase. That's a good
one. We even have We even have that class in my. We added the Knight of the Chase to the Knight character class. That's a great one. That's a home run. That's the obscure home run of the night, Fuzz.
Yep.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Good
the
one.
Holy Shielding needs to win a fight first.
Yeah.
Moon Knight.
And we
What
have
the
the
hell's a Moon
Hands of
Knight?
Light. We have the Hands of Light is another one that is an obscure part of the Knights of the Watch.
Yeah, just
No.
that was a good one that came a little earlier.
Yep.
So
I'd have to say Knights of the Heart, Eiffel, the Vesvi, they got to be elite because
Yep.
there's fewer of them.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and they're three.
Yep.
It's
I love
done.
them
It's written
too.
very well. It's
Yep.
written very well. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Does Jade Society count? Probably not. Correct. I don't think so. Scottish Jet, best mercenary group. Well, that's up my realm. Published source.
Yeah.
Definitely the Fellowship of the Torch. No doubt about it. Just
Uh-huh.
written so well in the Free City Greyhawk box set with a unique artifact, scalable, the first scalable item ever placed in Greyhawk, the Torch of Anaxander.
Mm-hmm.
And they're also an update for them and from the Ashes. So
yeah, an honorable mention. I will go to the Yorhasi of Bandit Kingdoms. They have been written up in I Use the Evil and others as a city run by mercenaries, and they are mercenaries who have they're lawful evil, but they have a code, so to speak. They don't fight each other, and there are certain things they don't do, but otherwise they're debauchery. So I think they are a good runner-up for most best mercenary group.
Well, for mine, best mercenary adventuring group, Evil's Free Reavers.
That's a good one too.
They're awful. And they're so terrible. That would be mine. So
give me anyone from Pearland.
You got another one, Mike? You got another?
No.
No,
I just
another
said give me
of.
anyone from Pearland.
Yeah. No, you got another best of you want to share.
Well, let's segue that into one that I know will cause a lot of knives to come out. Who has the best navy?
That's a good one. Yeah.
Our country has the best navy.
Sea Princes.
You know me, I'm a Sea Prince.
Yeah.
Sea Princes 1, Keeland 2. And then I'm going to go, believe it or not, because of my knowledge is limited. The Principality of Ulick 3.
I will put in another contender if you run in the 598 era, and that's United Kingdom of Alyssa. I think Sevener is building up a big fleet in order to, because he wants to compete with the Scarlet Brotherhood.
Quality, Gary.
And he also has and he has
Quality,
two other things going. Yeah, and he also has two other things going for him: a large population and an economy, enough money to put behind it, and he has lots of port cities, so he needs a big navy. So, but that's if you run that late period and you use United Kingdom of Alyssa as a country, so to speak. So,
Sam, I don't use them, so I don't want to say on those. So same number of ships against each other. My money's on Keeland. Yeah. So
I'd have Sea Princes, Sea Barons, and then my sleeper hit is the Elves of the Spindrifts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they are.
Cool.
Especially when it comes to quality, I think that will go really high. That's the above Lendor. Yeah.
Oh, these.
Yep.
Oh, there's That's Serpent Spindrifts. You got it.
Scarlet Brotherhood, don't they need quite a big fleet in order to keep hold of all these holdings spread out all over the place?
Well, they took over the Lordship of the Isles, didn't they, for that purpose?
That's their big navy. I have it that before the Lordship switched sides, the Scarlet Brotherhood was working out of pirate fleets.
Gotcha.
In disguise.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. So they use third party for that, so to speak. They use
That one's very subjective, man. Just we may get to that one at the end. Best home brew.
We all been very subjective today.
Yeah, well, that's a great thing. How about Best Secret Society? That one was
the most obvious one is Scarlet Brotherhood, but they're not that secret anymore. But
even so, what does the rest of the planet still know about them?
That's true. Yeah.
They know they exist.
Yeah.
But they're still fairly secret.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The silent ones.
Yeah. In my campaign, the new ones when it comes to secret societies is Horn Society.
I think they
Yeah,
were always
because
secretive, but
the
they.
Yeah.
secret
Mhm.
membership, there was
I
always
Yeah.
think
fun.
I
Yeah.
really it's one of the things I really hate about From the Ashes how much damage they did to the Horn Society.
Oh yeah, but I'm trying to make lemonade out of that one too.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, I agree, I hated it. Now I'm starting to have to do something with it, so to speak. So I'm working on it.
Yeah. So Antiquitous best Dragon magazine is Dragon 60. That's my opinion. Just look up Dragon 60. You got You've Been Had in there and all sorts of other fun things. There's a lot of Roger Moore. Roger Moore is filled in Dragon 60. So I'll tell you the best Secret Society, but then they would be the best. Well, everyone's going to say Silent Ones, right? Which one's more
Yeah.
secret? Silent Ones are much more silent, much more secret than the Seekers, correct?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a good one too. Let's see what we got here. I'm just scrolling back up.
Oh, best magical school society. That's a good one.
Magical.
Well,
WGS.
I'm going. Are you ready? The most obscure, coolest one. I'm going to give you that one, WGS. The coolest one I know of is in Greyhawk, the Bard School. It's actually because they have magical capability, and it's just like someone came up with that idea, and it's genius to put a school for bards actually in Greyhawk. I just like that. University of Realmord, okay, it probably is. Yes, Strixhaven. There you go. That's funny, Troy.
Roll Tide.
Where is Strixhaven in Greyhawk?
Yeah, my candidate for best magical society will be the Eldridge Lords of Reldeven. That will be my from Even the Undying. That will be my candidate for some of the best.
I'm going to represent
society.
the Backloonish Zashazar in Zeef.
Oh, that's a good one. Yep.
That's where all the wizards in the West go to.
Yep.
Most damaged countries are Almor 10, Horn Society. There's a lot of Shieldlands.
10 Almor. Yeah, that's
10
several,
by far.
That might be one where we need like scoring cards, like
yes,
Almor,
exactly.
10 out of 10.
Yeah. Which one has been the most conquered, run over, butchered country?
Think about this.
Yeah.
They're at Gen Con and they're drunk at a bar. What can we do? Hey, let's do this weird interdimensional invasion of 10 and kill everyone right?
But that was after they already butchered Almor and stuff. So yeah.
But they weren't ignoring 10.
That's true. Yeah. But sometimes you want to be ignored if you're a country.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's how all survived, by being ignored.
Yes, that's true. They built their strength out of other people's ignorance. Yeah.
So Celestian asked, did you ask most underrated Greyhawk product and most overrated Greyhawk product? Well, yeah.
Best worst product.
Yeah.
It must be WG7.
Well,
I'm not talking worst stuff.
Most underrated and overrated. So that's one of the
underrated must be Adventure Begins. That didn't bring much.
Roger Moore's.
Yeah.
5? Okay.
Yeah, that one I think is underrated. I think it deserves much more credit.
All right.
Because it has so much cool stuff in it. Same thing with Player's Guide, also underrated. It should be
overrated,
more hailed.
Vecna Lives.
Yeah.
Any of that's just it is. Sorry, Zeb Cook, but I just think it's that's my opinion.
Wealthiest location.
Wealthiest location. Wow.
Best wealth concentration.
Yeah. Probably
that's a good one.
My bet in my campaign, it will be Karlstrand right now in my campaign. Will probably be the richest. They have the home of the strongest Darman and Silchitz priests, so to speak.
Money.
It's capitalism is strong. They also building an empire, so they're and not only monetary, but when it comes to real estate market and overall wealth, they are scoring very high. But then you have old wealth, and I would go maybe Instead and places like that where they've been hoarding money for millennia. That they might have a lot. And then you have Neoldra and places that have been around for a long time.
I think
might have a lot of money too. Yeah.
I think the Keyline has a lot of, and I've done it in my game, a lot of rich fat estates.
Yeah,
estate
exactly.
lands,
Yeah.
so
But on so that might be, but on the other hand, it might not be worth that more anymore if they're slightly in decline, so to speak. So they are not that hot, but they're wealthy, but it's old money, so to speak. Yeah.
No, that's a tough
Rel
one.
Astra, I would have it if it, but now it's off the beaten track. It's been run by an evil
so
bastard
fat.
for a bit, and it's not that hot real estate market anymore after the war and stuff. Rossi's used to be the place to be in the center of things. Now it's a pile of ruined rubble, so to speak.
I'm intrigued to know if something like Ekber is like really throwing around the money.
Well,
yeah,
some
that
place
might
that's
be.
Caliph
been
maybe, but I don't think the
yeah,
whole
totally
Zeef,
peace and
Ekber,
it's a
yeah,
good
those
country.
exactly those areas that are full of vibrancy and stuff, but they're outside of the
They're
regular
not
Flenny
outside of-
scope, so to speak, a bit. Yeah.
I was just trying to think of a city, not
Yeah.
a country.
That's true, a city. So
let's do
that's a
this.
tough one. Good job.
Best
Yeah.
Greyhawk or artifact.
Best Greyhawk
ooh,
artifacts.
that's
a
good
very
one.
broad
Yeah.
thing. It's like
Well-
best weapon artifact, best miscellaneous artifact, best overall. I mean,
What if
good
the
lord.
Second.
oh the Canon hastens
Crooker would have
exactly
to be the best,
Crooker.
right?
I would
I mean, if you're gonna protect
I
your
hate the
entire
Crooker.
planet from demons and devils,
if you
want
can
Crooker
basically banish things hundreds of miles
Yeah.
around, that seems
Yeah.
to me like very powerful.
Dancing shoes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it, but I am going to go.
Machine of Loom the Mad. That's an interesting one. Yeah.
Let me see if I can
Hand
bring
and
it up.
Eye of
That's
Vecna.
two.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's cheating. It's cheating.
Hand of Iron. Give me 1 second here.
See,
Yeah.
it's not good.
And
when
we
you
have
both
Best
of them.
Knowledge Center. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I want to
I
have
got it.
Greyhawk high. I want to have Rel Mord high. I want to have Rel Devon high. Those are Neoldra probably has small universities and stuff where you can go learn things. Amstad, Kersani.
There you go. I think the Orbs of Dragonkind are like really super cool.
Are they really tied to Greyhawk per lore, so to speak, or are
they
just
are with Roger's article?
Okay, good. Yep.
Yeah, he's got detailed information about all of them in here. It's fantastic. But
Malachite Throne, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That is a good one. Yeah, I would have Ayu's Throne
Sword
is another one.
Is
I would
tough to
not
beat.
want an
real tough
artifact
to
that's
beat
just
there,
a chair.
Mike.
But Bruingal, that is a really good question. Where's the worst location to move an army through? Oh, that's a good one. I haven't thought about that one. That is
place to. I'm trying to frame this in a best of.
best place to ambush an army.
Punish an army, yeah.
Ambush an army.
Yeah.
Well,
in some ways, I would have the Thornward Gap. Meaning, if you want to go through, there is no other way. You have to go through. That's why they built the city of Thornward there. Meaning, there's mountains south and north, or you have to go through that gap. That's the only real good option to go. That's one place where you have to go. If you want to conquer Paranland, then you need to go through the Kirshane Pass.
And that is almost impossible.
So there has to be something that army really wants to get to.
And also this up here, this the Dunavir, this pass here, and then there's one down here out of Exag. Isn't there another crazy pass? Oh, that's the same.
Oh
one.
yeah, that's a tunnel under there. So that is the. But we also have one from history. Slerutin's tunnel is probably one of the worst places to try and put an army through 300 miles of the Underdark.
Considering, it got closed off and there's weird La Rara in there now.
Yeah.
So
that's an interesting. If you want to take an army from place A to B, Slerutin's tunnels are probably an interesting place to try and get your army through. Yeah. Oh, best of Volcano. There's only one contender. We only have one real named White Plume Mountain. Yeah, that is the I think the best volcano in Greyhawk. Yeah.
Best volcano is good.
Best Saint.
Saint.
St.
Well,
Bane, according to Gary. So
Yeah,
yeah.
Saint
Now
Bane.
I remember. I need to
Benidorm?
fix that heraldry too. So
Benidorm?
yeah.
Isn't Saint Bane?
Oh,
is one there.
Elona Scar. That is an excellent place to try and squeeze, or terrible place to try and or ambush an army. It's an excellent place. So, or the Dragon Tail, Worm's Tail Pass is another one that is really good between Perrinland and Ket to get an army through. Worm's Tail Pass, Elona Scar. Those are two really good ones. Oh, and there's another mountain pass east where you can try and squeeze an army through, and that's across the Griff. There is the Rock's Egg Pass. That's another one nasty place to try and take your army through.
Now the pass that has the most deaths, though, is
we
from
have
the Silverhawk Mountains.
Bluff Fang Kelton Pass too. That's another one up there in the Kurusks, across the Kurusks.
Yeah, Cauldron, best city in a caldera. Yes.
There you go. Yeah, extinct. Cauldron is a good one. Yep. Mm-hmm.
A retcon too, right?
Best undervalued villain and best dragon of note. Yep.
Well, I still say Dragotha is a Dracolich and not a dragon, but that's okay. Because there aren't really, beyond that, there aren't any dragons. Like, how many are in published source that are like...
Oh, I want to have Morgenstaller. Casey Brown's favorite. The big red Morgenstaller from Living Greyhawk. That I would have that as one of the best dragons in yeah.
Kargath definitely. We already said that on best evil.
Best dragon of note. I would have Morgenstaller. Yep, big red great worm. Yep.
Best best underground city 3-way tie. Graysmere, Caracas, and Dumadan. There you go. They're all right here.
Errol Sinlu.
Yes, absolutely. If you want to go dark up, but
big city.
But we're talking about not Underdark.
Okay, not Underdark. Okay, gotcha.
So,
sorry.
That's okay.
Best small town to adventure from, Hamlet.
Small, very small.
It is a small town.
Hamlet's the most written up one. Yep.
Yep.
Oh man, this is what happens when I do 2 streams back to back. Besides Hamlet, ugh.
That should be the one you moved to the Wild Coast area.
So Orlane is in the Grand
Yeah,
March.
exactly. Orlane is in
Cult
Grand
of the
March.
Reptile God. Yeah, so I just moved.
I think I would have that as if you want to go classic, it's Hamlet and Orlane are the places to start from if you want to go classic. Saltmarsh is another one. Yep.
Yeah. Well, and also I love Bone Hill, and even though it's on Lendor Isle, there's no reason you can't move it.
No, but that's a good one, and you can start there because Lendor is a cool little setting in itself.
Yep. There's love for Restonford, absolutely. Best beer.
Flynn is an interesting place.
Best beer in Greyhawk.
Best beer in Greyhawk. That is a great one. Where is the best beer?
It's right here, and I forget the name of the place. It's in one of these, and it's made from the peat there. Oh my gosh! And it's published sourced from the ashes. Oh my gosh! I talk about it. Wentis Brew. Where's that, baby? Oh my gosh! It may be at 1 Ford or 2 Ford. Can't remember. It's up. Peculiar. It's Peculiar Manor. It's it's Peculiar Manor. They have a beer there. It's really cool. I'm not counting mine. We won't do that.
That's one of the neat things about Village of Hamlet, though, is that Inn in the Welcome Winch has a nice wine list.
Yeah.
Which I don't think many
they have
go into that
Celine Ruby. I think it's and then
Celine
you have
Ruby Red, which is
and you have Fire. What is it? Kiwish Fire Amber or whatever, something, a cognac or something. Yeah,
Balloon and Fire Amber, which is I was just reading this the other night. It's like a platinum piece for a pint of it.
Yeah, that's a pretty. I have that the Celine Ruby Red is made up at the Victrola and Yolan's estate up here.
Northwest and I have it in Aldet, my little village that I invented, or little town.
Oh, you invented Aldet?
Yeah, I invented Oldit for my campaign, and
Okay.
they have a table turner that's turnip juice, fermented turnip juice, and they call it the table turner. Yep.
Where's Wendarn, Mattias? I don't know where that is.
Wendarn is. Hang on a second here. Wendarn is in. I think it's in Niron here somewhere.
Technologically advanced city region.
What?
Hang on a second. I did it the other day in GIS. Now I forgot where the heck I put it.
There's a place that has a flamethrower and
north of Roxas. Thank you.
Yeah.
Roxas. Yeah.
Green Zap for the win.
City of the Gods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the Egg of Coot area, right? Yeah. Oh, and Cantona,
Wendarn,
they have all sorts of flamethrower and multi-shot weapons here because it's an anti-magic zone, so that's cool.
But I'd have to think it's Iron Gate.
Yeah, with technology.
Just off the cuff, I'd say Iron Gate.
Best what?
Technologically advanced.
Oh yeah, Iron Gate. I will have that high. Yeah. What about
if you
the machine of Loom
crash
the Mad?
spaceships?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Indigenous technology. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's please stay away from the spaceships. Right. Yes. Well, I will take Tail of the Comet on you and
Matthias, that's a good one. Vendarn is good for the Dust Bridge in general. That area just north. It's in the center of the Airdie land, so it's a good one.
Best anagram for an NPC or location.
Ooh, that has a lot of Greyhawk connotation. So yeah,
we've ran over that one before. I think.
Tom's got a player character, Silas Nitian Renee, which is his entire name's an anagram.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yep. So.
Best 1E Greyhawk module not by Gygax.
For me, it's still Mordenkainen's Fantastic Adventure.
Okay.
The whole Mar Castle thing is my favorite.
Yeah, Calder Reptile.
What about Temple of Mental Evil? It's Frank Menser, but it's Gygax and Menser, so yeah. It's Gary's name on it, so we can't use that.
Give me 1 second. I don't know if I'll be able to throw this up in time. Let me see which one of these are.
Horror in the Holes. Yep.
Yeah, thank you. That's very kind of you. So
that's awesome.
1E. My God, Shokan Tharson's by him. Who wrote Saltmarsh? Saltmarsh is okay.
What about the L1?
Well, yeah, Bone Hill is awesome.
Yeah, and it's not Gary, so it's Lens. Yeah, that will be high up on the list there.
Okay, Rex Villis, I like Mar Castle because it
also Tomb of Lizard King for me.
It's not built in order of a gamerly dungeon. That first level of it is like probably the hardest level. It's not laid out like you would think a normal dungeon, and then it's full of mysteries. Like there are so many adventure seed opportunities in this thing, it's ridiculous. And then when they added more stuff in later Dragon, dungeon magazines, they added a few different levels, and they just kept expanding on the backstory of the Mar family and all that stuff. So it's just very rich with lore, and because it wasn't really finished necessarily, you could expand on it yourself.
Rob was hinting at more stuff even coming, but then, best unique to Greyhawk monster. Sword Wraith. Sword Wraith 1, Drown 1's 2.
Ooh, Drown 1's I like.
They're my 2.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sons of Caius is good too. Ramoku.
Oh, Sons of Caius, yes. That's an obvious one.
Thank you, Gary. Yeah, I love they're the two I love the most.
Yep.
I love Sword Wraith is such a great idea.
Greyhawk Dragons, yeah.
Greyhawk Dragons are awesome too.
Yeah.
That's an awesome one too.
Boy,
Oh yeah,
I think Drown ones though is the ones I've used the most. So it's probably what I gotta go with.
Thalasus, or I use what's that called? The
Thassalos.
big Thassalos.
That's
yeah.
a golem, actually.
Yeah, it's a golem. Yeah, that's a great Greyhawk
That's a great
monster.
one too. Of course,
yep.
My honorable mention goes to the Lossel, half orc, half baboon.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Drow ones remind me of the fog. Well, WGS, I did one called "The Fog Comes to Harby," and that's what came when the fog rolled in. Was Drow ones into the harbor. So yes.
We have Catabolni demons from Saga of Old City. That's another Greyhawk one.
I love that, Gary, too. We are creating some dwarven sword race and calling them Axe Race and Adventure Pit. That is awesome.
Axe Wraiths. That's awesome. Yeah.
I can see that with dwarves too. That's yeah, very cool. Yeah, that's a great one that we didn't really discuss on monsters. So, all right, this is a goofy, obscure question. It would be my last one. Give me what is the gaming class? I don't care what edition. It's most Greyhawk.
Best Greyhawk class.
The game as a PC gaming class.
Must be one of the 3rd edition when you have prestige classes from 3rd edition. That was you have Knights of Protectors and various Priests of Hextorians, Heronians, and
Thief,
stuff like
Gary
that.
Says Thief's good, Gary, from Greyhawk City.
Yeah. But you also have and this is both very Greyhawk, but also terrible because it's in 3rd edition, and that's the Dragonborn. That was actually a Greyhawk tied in prestige class originally, before it became a race or like some sort of species that players could play. But the Dragonborn was actually a prestige class where you were born again and to become Priest of Heronius.
Really?
Yep. 3rd edition Dragonborns.
Okay.
Yep.
Camp Rat. That's funny.
They even had to climb out of. They had to make their own eggs to be reborn into Dragonborns. They are a 3rd edition prestige class. That's where I took the idea of Heronius being Bahamut, because it seems to be so obvious to me, and it's a 3rd edition in one of the 3rd edition books.
Boy, we did that one, and we really didn't get many answers for it. I said the Star of Selene in Greyhawk City, just because I like the old elf.
I'll say the Golden Phoenix.
Yeah.
In
Drow is probably. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I would say Drow is probably one of the best Greyhawk monsters. Yeah. Ever.
I wasn't gonna go there.
Dark Elves. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drow is great. Another great.
Not unique.
Yeah. So.
Nobody came from Greyhawk.
No.
No.
When you put it in the base books, you're just opening it up to be used by other campaigns.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's very true. Yep.
No, we didn't
Jeff, that's on my list.
Yeah, go ahead, Jeff. Who's the best? We'll do that one. Best ruler, then we'll do Rick's Valis is next. Go ahead.
In the Flannis.
Can we go historic, please?
Sure.
Nasran, or the first Crandon Overking of the Grey Kingdom. I think it wasn't in Nasran Crandon, Nasran the first Crandon Overking of Greyhawk. He was good of the Grey Kingdom. He was good, just and a great leader. So I will hold him very high. I love the Crandons.
Okay. Evely of Ratic, I'm partial.
Oh, there you go. Someone has a crash on Evely.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I had two when I read the books. Yeah.
Nice. All right. Rexfeld says the best specialty priesthood in Greyhawk. No, we haven't, because that's really a specialty to me.
Yeah.
The best, the most powerful specialty priest, believe it or not, is Ouija. Out of all the ones made up, because they get.
That's an interesting one.
Because of the way they work, it gets priest spells and necromancer spells. Yeah. I mean, Ouija is probably the most powerful out of all of them. So, and then if you go evil, the Ayuzuans are not they're not super strong compared to some of the other ones. They got some great and unique spells, but Palor is good too because they can turn at a higher level. Mike, right? Palor's good too. Mahin's good. Horonius is good. Hexler's good. There's some good ones, but I like Ouija seems to be the most powerful one. So King Tash.
Best meatloaf in Greyhawk.
So, guys, I'm a big fan of Countess Ballistica myself. Everyone loves her.
Yes, she is awesome. Yep.
I think she could really cool. Totally charm the socks off of Ayus if she tried.
Yep, I think so too. She can win almost anything without using any violence whatsoever.
Good one.
Just like her woods cuts.
Man.
Yes.
This is I think this is the most active chat's ever been, by the way.
Yeah. Yep. This is a good one.
Genius.
So, So tying into priesthoods and stuff, what are the best cities to worship if you're a good priest or good worship the good gods, or what's the best if you're into evil deities? I want variety, intensity, and kind of general religiosity, so to speak.
Religiosity good or power from it.
Yeah, yeah. What are the most religious cities for good gods, good deities, or evil ones, so to speak? Meaning they need to be broad, deep, and powerful religiously. On the good and the evil side. Yeah, I have a good candidate and an evil candidate. So
Greyhawk here.
Yeah, for Greyhawk is well rounded, but religion is not top of the agenda. They want to earn money and have fun and so on. But there is a city, I think, that is both religious tolerance and also intensity, and that's Mitrik in Viluna for good gods. I think that goes really high. If you're a good priest, cleric, or worshiper, I think Mitrik is a very religious, intense place, and still open to a multitude of good gods, so to speak, and very religious, intense, so to speak. And where you can if you want a religious career on the good side, I think Mitrik might be a good place to be. And the evil side, it's kind of tough. There's a lot of evil places, but when it comes to kind of an all-round evil place that has a temple place of note, I think Molag will go high, so to speak. A lot of evil temples and a long history of evil worship and stuff. And it was only recently that Ayus or ran it, so to speak. Before then, they could run their own kind of multitude of evil deviltry and or like worship of all kinds, so to speak. So I would have Molag high on the if you want to make a career as an evil priest of something, Molag might be the place to go.
Okay. Kill and let goes for evil.
Yeah, but I think it's too primitive, to be honest. I think in order to boost a little bit higher, so to speak, I think Molag has a little bit more organized worship than Kale and Lekos. Yeah.
Mike, what do you got in your list?
They were talking about named wizard spells in the chat, so let's just try to figure out right now who is the best wizard. And that actually ties into a question I had earlier that I didn't answer.
Best wizard or one you like the most?
If you're not best is the name of the game.
The best wizard, as far as level goes, is Rary. He's like 26th.
For a long time, that's who I held at the top.
What about Tensor? No, he's more good than powerful, I guess. Yeah.
Of course, he's good, so a lot of people would think he's the best because he's doing, a lot of. He's friendly to adventurers.
Philodor Blue doesn't exist.
I
think
I always held Rary above everyone else back in the day.
Yeah. Best god to worship if you were forced to live in Greyhawk for real?
Ooh.
What, in the city or in the whole country? In the whole world? Yeah. It's probably Palor.
Yeah.
Only Damara?
I invoke Palor's name in in public a lot
Palor is
because
good.
it's just so unassuming.
Yeah, Palor is
just
good.
to get rid of the undead.
Yeah, Palor is probably good because it's a good guy and it's kind of it's a solid choice. Yeah.
Very cool. All right, Anna or Mike, you have any others that you'd like to share?
I was going to say earlier you were asking about
Yeah.
classes and things, and I just wanted to add that if you're not playing a wizard in the world of Greyhawk, then you're wasting your time because nobody remembers anyone but the wizards. They're the ones that have all the notoriety, it seems like. There ain't as many fighters and rogues and clerics known as the wizards.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
Yeah. The high level wizards just
Best
seem to
Lord Gazumba
Oh.
guest. Wow.
Oh. Dang.
That's
We have the Sewell Lord himself, Lord Brezen. Is he?
New character.
He probably thinks he's the best. Yeah.
Larry Elmore was good that time he was on.
Yeah,
that was really
good. I think I would have him.
Yeah, that was a really good.
Yeah,
very
and
pro
Ed
myself.
is high. Yeah,
even though
Ed
he's not
high.
Greyhawk, Ed is.
Ed is Ed. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Curtis.
I wish we had been doing this back in the day, Anna. Back when I was podcasting and we were at Gen Con all the time, and Ed was at Gen Con all the time. I wish we had been streaming back then.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure Ed would have been on the streams back then.
Yeah.
I wish, Mike, that I didn't wait 38 freaking years to get involved. You know, it's just like, oh my gosh, couldn't do it so earlier. It's just, So, Rob Kuntz has been good 3 times. I've had
more
to direct Rob to stay on target, as we say in Star Wars. So more Ed. Ed's coming.
More Ed. Yep.
Ed's more than likely going to be involved in Virtual Con. So yeah. So this has been a fun.
Greyhawk. Yeah. Sorry. Go.
Okay, Dan. Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's kind of awesome that we say we are a Greyhawk centric show, but we love Ed so much. It's awesome.
Absolutely. Best future guest that I have never had on, Doug Niles.
Oh, good one. Yep.
That and Curtis can attest for that one. I think he may not be here. So, best Greyhawk specific novel, probably one of the first 2 Gord books.
Yes, I would have Saga of Old City. Yeah.
Yeah, Rex Saltzman, but I'm telling you, when you get Jim Ward rolling, and he's not and he's in a decent mood, Jim Ward's great on the discussion too. And Eric Mona knows so much when he's on too.
Oh, Eric Mona.
Just so much detail he can spew out of stuff that had happened, even before his time. So, Night Watch, you're joking, right, Gary?
Night Watch wasn't bad,
but
it
was. Future.
It's kind of a side thing in a way.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's just build those relationships up, and Eric Mona's playing in one of my games at GaryCon already with a Slav squad. Ed's playing there. Just it's just relationship developing. Yep, they're all good. Alan Growe's great too. Having him on.
Yes.
Having him on is fantastic as well.
So many awesome.
All right, Anna or Mike, you want to finish up this topic with something?
Yeah, I have a couple of tricky climate-related ones that I think are pretty. And where is the best farmland? What country has the best farmland? If you want to be a farmer and you want to grow, Furundi is high, but I think there's one that is even better. But that's a good one.
Nairon.
Yeah, that's one that's even better.
Really?
You mentioned those. I would have Nairon second place, Furundi third place, and Almer is probably up, but I would have one higher, and that's the county of Ernst.
Really?
When it comes to climate zones, yes, I think it's that golden bit that is between humid continental and Mediterranean. It's close to each of them. So I would have it as some of the best, and also because it has
water.
good water. Yeah, the Artonsamai and Franz river valleys, they are probably the best, and also they have least amount of political trouble and stuff too. So it's that way. Furuundi is a little bit too far north in some areas, and overall, and it's also a little. Some areas are a little bit too dry, probably. County of Ernst has a lot of good waters flowing through, lots of, and it has great climate, so to speak. And Nyrond, also a little bit, there are some areas that don't have probably enough rivers and stuff close by, but all Furuundi, Nyrond, and the Ernsts are I think the top of the game. Keelland is another one.
I'd say it must rain almost every day in Keelland, coming off these mountains here and stuck.
No, that's the thing. Mountains block rain rather than generate it. Yeah, so it comes down in river form, so to speak.
Okay.
But yeah, but I think Keelland is high too. Yep, definitely high. But I think the other ones are probably a little bit better, judging from the climate study that I did. Very, very subjective, I must state, because it's not a real world. We don't know. It's just that my guess is that will be.
For the devil's lettuce.
Yep.
Mike, do you have anyone you want to close out with?
No, I'm pretty good.
Yeah, I can go with the other one. What's the best cattle ranching being done? And
cattle, okay.
Yes, best grazing.
So on the resource map, we get clothing and food,
grazing,
but they don't really differentiate on
Theocracy of the Pale
cattle.
Yeah, maybe, but I think you will have one we mentioned in that comes second or third place in the agricultural areas.
Furuundi.
Yes, that's where I think you will find the best grazing. East of that area, especially east and central Furuundi, I think will be the best grazing. Yeah.
Okay.
That will be like the prairie.
Lastly, Antiquus said best wine producing grapes. I said Sundi.
Yeah, I have Sundi, Celine, Ulex.
Okay.
Onval, maybe. Yeah.
Interesting.
Now, where you find the best fishing waters, if you want to be a fisherman and you want to fish a lot.
Here.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Warm waters aren't that productive.
Oh.
The best fishing waters. Look at if you follow the basic idea of physics, colder waters where you have warm water coming into colder oceans is usually the most productive.
So right here in the Asia Sea?
Nope.
Okay.
You need to go east, the wrong side of the map.
Oh, see, that's why I don't. Yeah. So
yeah.
Over here,
Sea Barrens is probably that one. Yeah, and it's probably not a coincidence that they have a fish on their shield. If it would be, that will be like the banks up on the eastern Newfoundland and the coast of the northeast United States and stuff, like the richest fishing waters in the world, or used to be before they overfished them. But naturally, it will be the richest fishing grounds on the planet, or Alaska fishing waters and stuff. That those will be the equivalent in the Flanneys, where I think if you look at the climate and stuff and the water and stuff, that will probably be the richest fishing grounds in the Flanneys. Yep. So I think it's really appropriate that they have that heraldry of a fish on it. Yep.
Cool.
Exactly. Deadliest catch. Yep. Dragon turtles. Yep.
Hope you hope everyone's enjoyed this discussion. Both discussions on Blue Box. Got a lot of Altamira's the stuff out there, and then and then the best of Greyhawk here, it's been really a fun time on this discussion. Best Greyhawk Twitch stream audience, of course, here. That nowhere else for Greyhawk.
Yeah, and this was very subjective, so to speak, but I think it's good creative fodder, so to speak. Things that can make you start thinking how you want to do things in your campaign and come up with cool ideas and stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. I'd say Vecna's not the oldest undead. There's a lot of Sul Liches out there that are.
We have even older one like a Sararak and various other Dalvi and various other Liches that might have been around longer than Vecna.
Greyhawk
I think
deadliest
Vecna was the
catch.
last of the big Flan liches, not the first one. He was the latest and the greatest at the end of an era. That's how I have him in my campaign. There were several others before him that was nastier and older, but Vecna have kind of succeeded them, and we know him because he was the latest in an era.
Oldest living timeless tree.
Oh,
The timeless tree.
Well,
And,
yeah.
Yeah,
and,
it must be
the
the
elves
timeless
of
tree.
Blabolus enter it.
Yeah.
Boom. So when we do some shout outs, and we'll do 2 giveaways, you get 2 people get their choice, and then we'll raid into someone, and hopefully everyone enjoyed this discussion. So Mike, what's going on with you?
Let's see. Got Rich's game coming up next week. We got a Visions of Greyhawk coming out pretty soon.
Yes.
Right.
I wonder
Awesome.
who's going to be in there. Anyone know the date on the Visions of Greyhawk, Gary? What date's that coming out? It's got to be soon.
Coming soon. Other
2
than
weeks
that,
or so. There we go.
Just looking forward to Virtual Greyhawk Con and all that neat stuff.
Oh, that's great, Mike. It's going to be a fun time. Absolutely. I'm prepping up all this stuff. I got so much, a couple here. So, Anna, what do you got going?
I need to post a link to my latest Patreon post, my take on Critwall, with the first installment of maps and views and a deep dive into or at least a superficial take on 4,000 years of Critwall history. My take on it, so to speak. So it's my first installment of GIS mapping and my first kind of serious city mapping as well. And it gives us or you guys an idea of what Altamira might look like. And when it comes, Altamira would look better than Critwall. Critwall is the first serious city mapping attempt awesome. I'm doing, so to speak. So it's and it also has some cool bells and whistles in it. There's some historic maps and some views and stuff of the city and my take on its history. And I'm sorry it wasn't a well edited text. I wrote it and I had I just sat down and wrote it and posted it. That's how I need to do it. So it needs to be refined and redone or better, so to speak. But I think I got it. So yeah. Exactly. Don't give up state secrets. Yep. There's some state secrets, but there's some state secrets I've kept hidden, so to speak. The master villain is still hidden. I haven't told anybody my master villain in my campaign, so that's still a secret. And it's coming. Right now I'm working hard on icons because in order to convert the existing map into GIS, which I'm 20% through, and it's starting to look cool, much better than I thought. But I need to convert all the icons into SVGs. And that takes a while because there are hundreds of combinations. So I have 300-400 combinations. So I'm probably about 3/4 through all that. So that's taken me a couple of 100 hours to convert all of them into SVGs and save them and stuff. Because that way I can generate all the icons in whatever shape needed, so to speak, by using code. So it's a lot of work to get it up, but it is going to be really, really cool when it's done, so to speak. So my first takes on it looks fabulous. So it will be a definitely boost, and it will be much more versatile. So we can have many different versions for size, scales, and so on and so forth. So the work is well underway. And also, I'm prepping and gearing up for Virtual Greyhawk Con. So that will be the big one. So I will run a test game in end of September, and then it will be run at the convention. So I'm doing some write-ups and stuff for that too. And there will be a mapping live stream on Friday while I would sit and work on maps for my virtual Greyhawk game. So I will start mapping areas that I will use for that game. That will be the thing on Friday. Yeah, so a lot of Photoshop doodling on Friday.
Good to hear. So, oh man, what a mess. I just tried typing something on another channel, telling them I'm going to read into them, and it was like gibberish.
Main TBC. No, it's not going to be Old Man McDonald.
Wait a minute,
but it's an old something. Yep.
So, Mattis, I'm on Greycast this Monday, and we haven't done it yet. Okay. Wow. All right. So I will be on. We're gonna do that Saturday morning, I think, right? So awesome. Okay, cool. That's good to hear, Mattis. Thanks. I didn't realize it was gonna be that quick. That's great. Perfect. So Anna, thanks for. We had a fun time on Blue Box's channel. That was an awesome discussion. Yeah, and so we're. Been a long one here. Tomorrow's my son's first day of school, so I know they start late in Jersey, but yeah, he starts 8th grade tomorrow. So, but what's going on? So, if you didn't see the Shrine of the Quattle, which originally it's by Skip Williams, and it was originally. Whoop! Anna just disappeared on us. Voice of J to be formed by Tim. That's fine. That's funny. Anna may have DC'd there, Mike. Can you hear me still, Mike? You're good. Okay. What was I saying? Shrine of the Quattle. Let me see if I got a good picture for it. Do I? That's last week's.
Maybe Anna hit the wrong button.
Anime hit the wrong button there. So the Shrine of the Quattle is if you want to know, it's the 3rd edition adventure card, Shrine of the Feathered Serpent by Skip Williams. If you want to locate it, that's what we're running. Here's a scene coming up. It's all prepped up, so I don't know what that big creature is. I ignore that creature. But yeah, there's the Shrine of the Quattle and some other fun things coming out. Anna pulled a Len, but that's all right. We'll see. It's okay. She may have had to disconnect. So that is tomorrow night. Then next stream is that Sunday night. And I don't know if I shouted out for this. So we're going to go Yigsburg campaign setting. We're going to talk Yigsburg and some other stuff with hopefully Luke is not the only one who hasn't confirmed, but we'll have Steven Schnault and Chuck on for Troller Games, and and hopefully Luke for that as we continue to push, get out that stuff so that they can get it all and and do reprints and it's viable so it doesn't get sold off. So please, if you can support, I would recommend it just because, or show your support at the stream on Sunday night. Note the time, 8 p.m. Sorry, everyone, but my Eagles come first, and the game starts at 4:25. So we're starting 1 hour late, 8 o'clock Sunday night. All right. So yes, I know, but I saw Bosa signed today, so that's cool there for you, Curtis. So Sunday night. Now remember, next week no Legends of Lore Wednesday. And probably no Thursday night game because there's a football game Thursday night. But we may have a Tuesday. We may play late Tuesday night. We'll see. We may have a game next week. But then next Sunday is on Gavin is the Crafters Creative Jam. This is always very popular. We're going to have Christine Van Patten, Moonlight Midi. She creates miniatures. Mike Disney and Creeper Painters. Jeremy Gamestake 3D creates stuff for 3D prints, and Build-A-Master Crafter does all his crafting work. So it'll be a jam session, and it'll be a week from Sunday, and then a week Saturday after that is our next all-star event. The Slav Squad returns in the Misbegotten. So if you look through the Rob Kuntz Dark Druids, there's creatures called the Misbegotten in there. Tony Winslow-Brill, who has missed the last 3 Two-Drink Minimum games, is going to join the Slav Squad for this one. We'll have Darling, Myriad, Mandy, Little Bird was also joining, and Josh Pop. He wanted me to put Josh Pop instead of Zarathon down from now on, so I did that. Yeah, All Stars plus Josh. Yes, Carl Spackerleaf returns. All right, and that's Saturday night, 6 p.m. the 23rd, getting very close to GrowCon. We'll talk a little bit more about GrowCon on Sunday night, but I'll see you tomorrow night. Let's do the giveaways. All right. And I didn't check Discord to see if Anna messaged me or not here, but let me do the giveaways. Last call. I'm going to close it out. Yeah, it's Carl Spackler-Leaf. He's a Sylvan Elf Druid Ranger. Yes. He has a hat and everything. He has Carl's, yes. That's who he's playing. Yes, I know it's kind of funny actually. Giveaways, closing this out. Let's see who wins. Here we go. You get your pick. I got a whole pile here. Whole pile. First winner, we're gonna do 2, is Dead Sky 1. The second winner, It's a Casualty. Awesome. Just get with me, please, in chat. Dead Sky 1, and It's a Casualty. I have Treasures. I have Border Watch. I have Paladin in Hell. I have Scarlet Brotherhood book. I have a Fiend Folio. These are all reprints. G1 through 3. White Plume Mountain. Ravenloft. A lot of good stuff here. So let me know. All right. So both of you, grats. Who was wait a minute, one sec here. Let me just double check that. So did it show again? No, it's not showing them. Dead Sky 1 and It's a Casualty. Please reach out to me, all right, and then we can get that done. And let's raid into Phoenix Iwaki tonight. He's doing the opening event for Virtual GrowCon. It is sold out. I think I got your address, right? I think I have it. I'm scrolling up. Yep, I do. I do, Matt. I got it. Thank you. Very cool. It'll come out to you tomorrow. All right, Mike, thanks. See you all tomorrow night, 7:30. It's a Reaper miniature giveaway night, by the way. So everyone have a good one.
Later, everybody.
Wrong button coming. Set the raid up. Raiding into Phoenixy. They are leading off Virtual GrowCon very early in the morning on Friday.
Anna lost power.
Okay.
That's what happened.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See you tomorrow night. Thank you. We're off.
No, you're off. I'm just going to say we lost power for like a second. The lights just went down and back up again, and so my computers, my main one is on a APU, so that one, or an AP, whatever you, it has a battery